and move up to Miss Elly Cohen, and she's going to do her talk right now. Welcome to Elly, everyone.
Hi, thank you, Peggy, and thank you, Sherry, for inviting me to talk at the meeting. Okay.
Yes, you tell us your name and what your title is.
So I am a co-founder of Breastcancertrials.org, and until last month, I was the program director. I am now a senior advisor to the program that I've been associated with for over 21 years, and very proud of what we've done. We are a program that's dedicated, a non-profit program that's dedicated to helping breast cancer patients and their caregivers learn about clinical trials and file trials for which they're potentially eligible in a very patient-friendly context. We have a portfolio now of tools and services to help patients learn about and find trials, starting with breastcancertrials.org, which was launched in 2008 as a nationwide service. And that was meant for patients across the breast cancer journey, whether you're recently diagnosed, managing metastatic disease, or as a post-treatment survivor. And we, in addition to clinical trial education, we have two ways to help patients find trials on breastcancertrials.org. I'm going to refer to it as BCT, which is our nickname and is easier to get out of my mouth. We have over 600 trials on our breast cancer registry, and these include treatment trials, non-treatment trials, for example, symptom management, and observational studies, which include a lot of different types of surveys and patient registries. So the two ways that you can sort of sort through 600 trials is one we call BCT Browse. You can browse our listings. That's a little hard, going one by one with 600 trials. But we have a search box. You can put in some keywords, or even better, we have about over 20 filters. So if you're interested in vaccines and immunotherapy trials, and you want to call up all of those trials dealing with that subject across the area, you are just use one of the filters. The other way that's more personalized to each user is what we call BCT Match. And BCT Match enables you to self-report a very detailed history, including your past medications, surgery, radiation, which are very important to eligibility criteria. And we prepare all of our trials to be able to match in a computer-based fashion to your self-reported history. And the last thing I just want to say about BCT Match, as with all our services, we just don't, if you find a trial, we just don't pass you through to clinicaltrials.gov. What our staff does, and I think what sets us apart from many services, we write all of our own trial summaries. We do it in patient-friendly language. We pick out what is most essential for you to, as you're sort of screening these lists for trials, what's the most essential information that we can give you. Our goal is not to make you the clinical trial coordinator. Our goal is to give you enough information so that you feel comfortable talking to your provider about trials, particularly if your provider hasn't initiated a discussion about trials. So that's sort of a brief summary of breastcancertrials.org. In 2014, we started to create some customized daughter applications that were dedicated to the metastatic breast cancer community. So now I just want to depart and show you two of those applications, because we're very excited as we are undergoing big enhancements of those applications. Rick, where do I want to share? Where's the share button?
It's at the bottom of your, hold on, it's at the bottom of your screen. It'll say screen, and that's where that's what you press.
Yeah, but I'm not.
It pops up at the bottom. Pops up at the bottom.
Yeah, it's, let me see. Am I the presenter? Because not showing anything.
Yeah, we've got the presenter.
Yeah, I don't. It says stop sharing my webcam chat. I don't see the screen sharing thing.
If it says stop sharing, then it means you are sharing.
All right. Oh, okay. Sorry.
So you
Okay.
haven't shared yet. You have to authorize it to share.
Oh, that's what.
That's what came up as your authorization. Yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't. Is
Okay,
there a
so
way you can
stop sharing.
authorize me to?
No, stop sharing, and then share again, and then it'll happen again.
But stop sharing is grayed out. You might have to take me out as presenter and make me presenter again. Ooh,
Brett can do that.
sorry,
That's all
I
right.
wasn't ready to share at that point. So.
Gotta be on your toes here.
Did you do it, Brett?
Okay. Ah, okay, great. Okay.
There we go.
So, all right, here we go. So I am thrilled to introduce you or reintroduce you to Metastatic Trial Talk. This is our educational application for breast cancer patients. We developed Metastatic Trial Talk out of a need that we heard from patients who we asked how they were learning about breast cancer research, and they told us how frustrated they were, that if they went to Dr. Google, they were overwhelmed by the number of hits that they got, and they found it very hard to separate trusted content from sponsored links and sponsored ads. And so we saw an opportunity to have our staff be able to sift through all of this content and present patients or users, visitors, with information about metastatic breast cancer research that was accurate, unbiased, and came from trusted online sources. And that's how Metastatic Trial Talk was created, an online portal to that content that we sift and provide for patients. Now, we launched Metastatic Trial Talk as a pilot in 2018, and we learned a lot about it and how people were using it. And as a result, we completely redesigned Metastatic Trial Talk and relaunched it in July. We just launched our second issue. So I want to take you on a tour, a brief tour of it, so that you can feel comfortable seeing how you could use Metastatic Trial Talk. First of all, we have created a whole new portfolio of images. And what I'm thrilled to let you know is that we will be adding an image of a male breast cancer patient, because we want you to know we feel very proud to have you part of our community. And that'll be going up within the next month or so. And we will be constantly adding, images to Metastatic Trial Talk. Now, we want to expand the footprint of Metastatic Trial Talk. Initially, it was designed for people who already were looking on the web for information about research. We want to bring in more people to engage people who may not be as sophisticated. So what we have created is a clinical trial 101 primer. And why is this not opening? Okay, and I'm not going to go through the primer, it's very brief, but it's been customized for metastatic breast cancer patients. No, it's not a generic clinical trial 101. And we invite you to share that with people. Peggy, if you want to put the primer itself on your website, you are more than welcome to do that. The content in Metastatic Trial Talk is divided. Each issue displays 6 different content areas. We have a portfolio of content areas that we draw from. So for each issue, we select 6. 3 of them are standard. One we hope will become less standard in the coming months, but at the moment we always have a content area related to COVID-19 and cancer, bringing the best information that patients need to know about how to continue managing their cancer and what to watch out for in this this COVID environment. Research news is another one of our standard content areas, and let me show you a brief tour on that. This month we're focusing on ER-low breast cancer. So from the home page you will see a little bit of teaser text, and then if you go further in, you will get more of an explanation of ER-low breast cancer, which is a newly recognized subtype of breast cancer. So we give you some information about what is ER-low breast cancer, how do I know if I have ER-low breast cancer, what are the current guidelines, and what are the treatment options for ER-low breast cancer, including clinical trials. And that includes a clinical trial that's specifically for ER-low breast cancer and clinical trials for more traditional hormone receptor positive breast cancer that are enrolling patients with ER-low breast cancer. So from this inner page, there's a lot of things that you can do. If you want to see what other topics we explore, you can actually click on back issues and see all of the research news topics we've explored over the past 2 years. If you want to do a keyword search, we now tag all of our articles. So for example, let's say 3 months from now, you remember that you read something about ER-low, but you didn't know where. You can just type a little search and the articles will come up. What we have also done, which we're really excited about, is Metastatic Trial Search is our application customized for metastatic breast cancer to enable you to search for trials. And now you can access Metastatic Trial Search directly from Metastatic Trial Talk. Slow. This is our Metastatic Trial Search intake form. It's very small. It was designed so it could be embedded on partner sites, and one of our partners is the Male Breast Cancer Coalition, so we're really excited. We have over 23 partner sites, and so you can actually do your search for trials directly on Metastatic Trial Talk without leaving Metastatic Trial Talk. Now, just as we have launched this new version of Metastatic Trial Talk, we are also in the process of launching a new version of Metastatic Trial Search. And this will be rolled out in 2 different launch plans, one in hopefully within the next month and a half, and the second towards the end of the year. So the first enhancement of Metastatic Trial Search will be a completely new design. Remember, there was that little tiny form. We're adding more data elements to the search, which makes putting everything in that little form very, very uncomfortable. In addition, we want to make it more mobile friendly. So this is just some examples of the new design and the new data elements that will be incorporated into the first relaunch enhancement of Metastatic Trial Search. As you can see, we've added a lot more sites from which to choose where your disease has spread. And mainly a lot of reason is that patients with lobular breast cancer disease spreads differently from patients with ductal cancer. And if your disease has spread to the brain, then what we're also going to ask you to report is what's the status of your brain mets. And this is really to accommodate changing eligibility criteria where patients who have treated and stable brain mets are now eligible for a lot more trials than they have in the past. Go back here. Just to wind up a couple more things, going back to Metastatic Trial Talk, we invite you to subscribe to it. All you need to do is give us your email address. We're a nonprofit. We will not share or sell it with anybody. We will use it purely as a way of automatically sending each month's MTT to your inbox. and occasionally to ask your feedback, because we'll only really grow and improve if we get feedback from people. And the last thing I want to conclude by saying, one of the things that I'm most proud about our work on metastatic and trial talk and metastatic trial search is we are doing this as a collaboration of advocacy organizations. As you can see, we have over 23 advocacy organizations that are working with us, including the Male Breast Cancer Coalition. And we reach out to all of those organizations every month to see if they have content that they want to share with us. And the other thing I just would like to do is thank our sponsors. We are really so fortunate that sponsors have recognized the importance of what we're doing and supporting this effort. So thank you again for letting me speak, and I'm available to answer questions.
Thank you very much, Elly. I really appreciate it. This is Sherry. I have a question in light of the fact that we are global and we have some gentlemen on from different countries visiting us. These are trials, am I correct, that are just based here in the United States at this time?
That's correct. And we are more than happy if there was a partner in another country that would like to work with us. We're very happy to extend.
That's exactly, I am going to connect with you offline on that, and we can talk about that a little bit further.
Great, love to.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions for Elly?
Not for us.
Now, this is Clara Dudas. Can you provide somehow a link for how to access that chart that you were just referencing?
The chart, I'm not sure. Can you clarify what chart you were referring to?
Again, Claire, we will have it on the recorded talk that you'll be able to see, and then you can email me what you might need.
You know, maybe what you're referring to is BCT Browse and the filters that we have.
Could be. It looks like they're cutting out.
What?
There they.
Okay. What we're trying, what we want to do is find a contact or a link that we could put somebody else onto this this site for the trials.
All right, I'll connect you with Elly. And again, I'm going to be giving emails to all the speakers, so anybody can actually send an email directly to them too. We'll connect you guys.
Yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy to talk to you, you know, offline and provide whatever you need.
That'll be wonderful. All right, any other questions?
Yeah, David, the link is in the chat window. Sherry Matthews has put the link in the chat window for you.
Right, but it was a chart that he wanted.
Thank you.
So